podcast.
Hi guys, welcome to Obodo TV. It's your girl, Bridget. Thank you for all the messages that you sent to me on all social media and on YouTube. I love and appreciate you all. Thank you for the comments and all the very meaningful conversation we've been having. I really appreciate all you guys. I never take any single one of you for granted. It's because of you that I am here. So, Eshe, Dalu, Modukpeo, Nagode. Thank you. Today, I want to talk about an issue that is very common in African marriages, which is mother-in-laws. 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 When I was growing up, a lot of girls who I went to school with would tell you, I will never marry a man that has a mother. I don't want a wahala of mother-in-laws. It is a common thing in Africa that you find a lot of mother-in-laws who are very into their sons' marriages, especially if it's the first son. It's always an issue. For those of us who grew up in Africa, we know it's a over here in Obodo, everybody is very respectful of one another. You know, parents are respectful of their children, and when they are adults and they grow up, they tend to stay out of their marriages. But in Africa, it's not like that. They control you when you are young. They control you when you are an adult. When you are married, they still control you. That is the African way of life. Take it or leave it. Anyway, before we get into it, I just want to put it out there that it's not all mother-in-laws that are bad or that are controlling or into their sons' marriages. Some mother-in-laws are actually very loving, kind, generous, nurturing towards their daughter-in-laws. I have a friend who told me about her experience of her mother-in-law. Her mom died a long time ago when she was a little girl. So she told me that ever since she got married to her husband, her mother-in-law basically just replaced her mom. Like the vacuum that the death of her mom created in her life was completely filled by the love that the mother-in-law has showed her. So when she was here in the UK with her husband, the husband was in medical school and she was doing her master's, and things were really tough because obviously they're a young family and they had a son. The mother-in-law was there for them. You know, when it got so bad that they couldn't cope because of the childcare and the struggling within the two young parents, mother-in-law said, look, send this boy to me. Let me look after him for now. He's still a baby. And I'll look after him. And when you are ready and you're in a better place, I'll send out, and then you can take your child. And that's exactly what they did. They sent the boy to Nigeria. And the mother-in-law took very good care of him. And then when it became like, I don't know, maybe 8, 9, he came back and then it was good. She told me that even when she wants to go to Africa, most times it's the mother-in-law that will buy her ticket, you know, pay for it for her to come home. When she goes, he's always looking after her. When she's coming back, he will buy all the things that she needs. And it's somebody that I know and trust. So I know a lot of women tend to tell, you know, some stories that a little bit far from the truth, but it's somebody that I've known for a very long time, so I believe her. Anyway, but there are the other category of mother-in-laws. These ones are the ones that we are going to talk about the issues today. This category of mother-in-law that I want to talk about are the ones that when their son get married, they want to insert themselves in those marriages and want to follow their son basically to marry. I know I said it in my previous video that marriages in Africa is not between two people, it's between two families. But some mother-in-laws take it literally in a way that they follow their sons to go and marry, and they want to stay there in the son's life, in the son's home, in the son's everything that the son is doing. They want to be there, and they want to be the one that is in charge and controlling and calling the pace and telling them what to do and what not to do. Basically, you know, mother them. So at the end of the day, this is going to be a contention between the wife and the mom, because, you know, if you grow up in Africa, you know that as a girl, if you're a girl, you know that from when you were born, your parents will keep you close, very close, so that you will not go and follow boys and get pregnant. They will keep you very close and monitor you in a way that you're never very far from your parents. The first independence that you have, for me personally, that I had from my parents was going to university. In fact, when I was young, I remember that I wanted to go. In my mind, I was thinking, which one in Nigeria is the farthest university that I can go to? I started thinking maybe Sokoto, Maiduguri. Those of you who don't know where those places are, they are like in the far north. I wanted to be as far away from home as possible because I felt if I go to somewhere very far, then my mom will not be able to see what I'm doing, or she will not be able to control me, or will not be able to follow me. I was very young and naive. Anyway, so that is what it is. So your parents will be in your life. Your mom will tell you what to do, what to wear, what to say, everything about your life. Your mom will be there to monitor it. So when you get married, you want to experience some kind of independence, some kind of freedom from being told what to do and what not to do. So now you know you're going into a relationship with a partner that you can take decisions together, you can make your plans and plan your life the way you want it. But in some cases, some African men, their mothers do not stay out of their relationship. They don't stay out of their marriages. They want to follow them into the marriage. So that's a problem. The issue is that some mother-in-laws don't know their boundaries. They don't know when to stop or where they shouldn't intervene. Even when it's not necessary, they want to give you their opinion. They want to tell you how to run your life. They want to tell you the number of children you should have. They want to tell you how you should behave as a man with your wife, how your relation. Some mother-in-laws, I've even heard of extreme cases where mother-in-laws want to find out how often you have sex as a married couple. Somebody told me about an experience whereby the guy's mother, they were engaged, and the guy's mother was basically living there. I wanted to sleep in the guy's bed. He was practically sleeping on the same bed with her son. I mean, that's extreme. That's nasty. That's just, it's not on. There's no reason why an adult woman, a mom, you've raised your son, and the son is old enough, he's about to get married, and you want to sleep with him on the same bed. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's more to that that makes it's not something that it's not right. I have sons myself, so I understand the attachment that women have to their sons. So that's why I cannot pray that prayer that or God should kill mother-in-laws, or mother-in-laws are evil. Because one day I'm going to be a mother. I'm not a mother-in-law yet. I'm going to be a mother-in-law someday, and I know I'm not going to be a bad mother-in-law. I pray to God to give me the strength, or to give me the wisdom to be able to be a nurturing mother-in-law, a loving and kind mother-in-law to my sons' wives. But African women are saying that some mother-in-laws are overbearing. They don't know any boundaries. They try to control their sons. They want to run their homes for them. And one of my friends was sharing her experience with me. Is really, really bad, whereby the mother-in-law is in Nigeria. She's in Nigeria, and when she's coming to the UK, she will not tell them when she's coming. She'll probably just give them like a 2-3 days notice and say, oh, I'm coming. She's got the money to buy the ticket, so it doesn't bother her. She just say, okay, you know what? She'll just call her son and say, I'm coming to the UK in 2 days, so you have to pick me up from the airport. She doesn't care whether they've got plans, whether they are traveling, whether they have their own life or things they need to do. I'm coming to the UK, you have to pick me. So, because the son cannot say anything, they will go and pick her up and bring her to the home and try to be respectful as well brought up children. It's not only stopping there that they are, just badging on you. When they come, they want to find out everything that's happening. They want to find out from you who is paying the mortgage, who is paying the electricity and gas bill, how much is being spent on this and how much is being. It's so bad that, this friend was saying that even the mother-in-law will go to the market and go and do her shopping. It's not like saying, okay, today I know you work, but you both work and you've got children. I want to cook a meal for the family. I want to cook dinner. No, she'll see that the wife has gone to do her shopping. She's cooking. The mother-in-law too will go to market, Dustin Market or Peckham or Woolwich, and go and do her shopping and come home. As wife is taking pepper, she's taking pepper. As wife is taking tomato, she's taking tomato. As wife is taking onions, she's taking onions. Basically, making her own meal. And then she wants her son to eat her own food and not eat the wife's food. If you're in a relationship or you're married, you know that if you slave and you are patient to slave over those African dishes, that man, he better get his he better get his ass to the table and eat that food. Otherwise, there will be hell to pay, because that food takes time to cook. So, what is this mother-in-law trying to achieve? What's she trying to do? She's trying to make the son choose between her and the wife. So it puts this man in a very complex situation. Don't ask a man to choose between his mom and his wife. It's not always a good situation. Trust me. Because what it is that, like I said, the way we who grew up in Africa were raised, we are raised in a way that you always have that utmost respect for your parent. So you cannot look your parents in the eye, you cannot talk back, you cannot disagree with them. Even if you disagree, you have to find a way to say it in a way that is not offensive towards them. Because any small thing, and you know, with African parents, any small thing is an offense. So before you say anything, you say, hey, you want to beat me. You want to control, you want to tell me what to do. You want to tell me you are grown now, you're a man now, so you know what to do now. So it's a dicey situation. Then some ladies are saying again that their mother-in-laws are inciting their sons against them in a way that they will tell you, especially from if you're from different tribes, they want to tell you that, okay, that tribe that you're married to, this is what they are, this is what they do to their husbands, this is how they treat their husband, they are very bad towards their husband, they kill their husbands, they do this, they do that, you know, things like that, that is not really helpful towards the situation or towards their marriage. So that's another thing that women complain about. Women who marry from different ethnic groups complain about in African cultures, that their mother-in-law will tend to be like brainwashing or trying to tell their sons that because they are from a different ethnic group, then they don't love them, or they don't have good intention towards them, or they want to kill them, or they want to do something harmful towards them, which is, I mean, it shouldn't really be. Because this man, you are in this relationship with this man, you've got children together. I'm not saying that there are not some, you know, women out there who, I don't know, for whatever reason, who want to harm a man. But in most cases, no woman wants to kill her husband on a good day. No woman wants to harm her husband on a good day. Or no woman wants to poison her husband on a good day, or because they have properties or have anything to inherit. Because at the end of the day, they worked hard, hand in hand, for whatever it is that they have now. So, you see, wahala will start. If you are a woman in that kind of a marriage and you find out that your mother-in-law is doing that, it's not going to sit well with you. Then the war will start. You say, she better go to her home, or it's either she works or I walk. And that's not the kind of situation you want to put your husband in, to make him choose between you and his mother. Because for African men, it will be hard though. Honestly, it will be. Because they might just choose their mother. I'm telling you. You know, what I find about African men is that sometimes even the men they feel very aggrieved about women. They say women have dealt with them, women have spoiled their life, women have ruined their life, women are this and that. They, you know, talk really smack about women, and, you know, say very hurtful things about women. In their own analysis, their own mother is not part of that women category that they're talking about. So whatever they are saying is for all other women, not their mother. If you remind them that, but your mother is a woman, hey, you've looked for trouble, they will come for you, They will like, my mother is not like that, my mother is this, my mother is that. So African men love their mothers. The best way to get to an African man's heart, apart from food, is to, you know, if you are very, very friendly with the mom, or the mom loves you. If she loves you, in fact, some women, when they have issues in their marriage, they won't even tell their own family or friends. They prefer to tell their mother-in-laws, because they know whatever they say is law and order. So mothers in Africa are very, very, very powerful. Unfortunately, if you're in the category of mother-in-laws that are not so accommodating, wants to control you and your husband, they want to control your life, they want to control your situation, the number of children you have, the number of times you have sex, the food that you eat, the money in your bank account and everything, what do you do? That's the question you ask me next. You say, Oyinbo, Brie, you always talk about this. Okay, what is the solution? Well, I don't know. I'm not God. I don't have the solution. In my human mind, the only thing I can come up with is that you just try to kill them with love. Yeah, I know some women will say, I've done that before. I bought everything she wants for her. I've shown her love. I take care of her like my own mother, but she still hates me. What should I do? Pray. You pray about it. Maybe if there's any family members who can talk to her, you feel she can listen to, your father-in-law, or if you have any other family members that she can listen to, you can talk to them and say, this is what I'm going through. Please, can you talk to my mother-in-law to please is, you know, the tension. If she's criticizing you all the time, she never sees anything good in you, she's always picking on you, everything you do is bad, she doesn't like the way you're raising your children, she's coming into your home and telling you how to run your family, basically she's just everywhere, overbearing, and, you know, imposing herself on your life and your situation, kill them with love and pray. That's all I can say, because I can't say go and kill your mother-in-law, or, you know, what can you do? So you just have to try your best to make sure that you put it before God, because I believe strongly in the power of prayers. God answers prayers. Put it before God and say, God, you've given me this man as my husband. You've chosen him for me. And we're in this marriage. We are happy. But his mother is not so happy. Please make her happy. Give her her own joy. Distract her. Whatever you need to do. Please. So I can have peace in my marriage. Because at the end of the day, if your mother-in-law is on your case, it's very difficult for you to be happy in your marriage. Honestly, women in Africa go through this a lot. It might not be so as much for women in the diaspora, except your mother-in-law has access to come and visit. But women in Africa tend to go through this a lot, that mother-in-laws are just, they make the marriage very, very unpleasant for them. And if you are a man, please, if you are a man, and your wife has told you in confidence that this is what she's going through, because, you know, women are very funny. They can be very sweet and nice and cuddly towards their son, and then they'll switch when the son has left and it's just them and their daughter-in-laws. So they might not get to see that side of their mother. So they might not believe this is what their mother is like, or this is the way he's been treating their wife. So if you're a man and your wife is telling you, or other family members are telling you this is what your mother has been doing, please don't just ignore it or brush it away and say, ah, she started again, this woman, she doesn't want to see my mom, she doesn't want to see my family members. Please take it seriously, because we know of a lot of marriages that have ended because of issues with mother-in-law. So please take it seriously. Find, if you cannot talk to your mother, get some family member that can talk to her, or her pastor, or her far, or whoever she feels that she respects and listens to. Get them to talk to her so she can, you know, try to be at peace, even if she does not like your wife. So at least she can be at peace with her, so that she will not be making her life very miserable. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be in a relationship like that, where it seems like the mother-in-law doesn't want to let go. He's in a marriage with you. It's not just a marriage between two people. It's a marriage between three people, because the mother-in-law is the third person in that marriage. So it's been your girl. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Obodo TV. Connect with me on all social media. I'm on Instagram and Facebook. And leave your comment down below if you have any experiences that is not so pleasant, or you know people who've had experience. I believe this is a learning environment for us, that we can really learn from one another. I'm learning from you, and hopefully you guys are learning also from this platform or from me. So share your comments. As always, try to be respectful, be nice. No need for rude comments, no need for abuse. Let's try and keep it civil. At the end of the day, we are adults, so we can control what we say. Don't say because nobody's saying you're hiding because it's internet or it's social media. I can say whatever I like. It's not very good. So let's keep it civil and keep the conversation going. And I'll catch you again in my next vlog. Thank you for watching. I love you. Bye.